Today I'm going to be walking you through the craftermath, yes, that's what I'm calling it, the aftermath of crafting and planning, maybe the planner math, whatever, of planning for about 5 years. So I'm in my old house right now. My daughter lives here now, and I want to show you what my craft room used to be. My husband and I are 18 weeks out. Ooh, yep, 18 weeks out from trying to fulfill the goal of selling all of our things to move into an RV and travel the country. Whew, that seems like a hot minute from now, so yeah. All of this stuff has to get broken down and go somewhere. My husband and I committed to getting it done, and this room looks terrible because we've not done anything in it. We just keep piling stuff in here. We aren't hoarders, but this is our craft room, so we like literally just craft here, and we don't put away our projects, and it's the way for us to be able to kind of be creative. And yes, this is the front of our house, and we're always like mid-project, and instead of putting it away because it's just us and we don't entertain a lot, we decided like just to fully commit and make this our craft space. So we're going to be breaking this down as part of our like project to get ready to move. Also, I'll say that it looks like a lot more than what you realize that it is. Like, it looks like a ton, but it's actually not. So like on this table here, you'll see there's a silhouette, a laminator, this is a box, this is a planner, and then this is all miscellaneous stuff. I have a shelf in another room that I cleared off of junk that I'm going to be moving some of this stuff to, and some of this stuff is just going to be like destashed and taken down, or it's going to go in the 31 bag, one of the 2 31 bags that I'll be bringing with us on our journey. So I'm going to turn on some Downton Abbey and kind of get started with this, but it is a lot, and it's going to be a long day, potentially, or maybe it'll go quick. I don't know, but I'll let you guys know. I also have to deal with this closet, which is a lot, so yeah. There's a lot of stuff. Not a ton of stuff, like not an immeasurable amount of stuff, but enough that I can't bring it all with me, but I'm going to be able to bring the majority of it because I've already done a dry run of packing 231 large utility totes. So okay, so I'm a fair amount of the way through sorting. Got boxes of things, and the best news is it's coming along. One table down. Still so much to do though. I'm pretty proud of my husband for getting through what he has. It's come along ish. He's taking a nap now. Oh, also, okay, so here's where we stand. It seems like I didn't get a lot done, but I actually did. So I'm in 3-ish bags right now. This is a box of stuff that I have to go through. This is stuff that I'm not sure what to do with because it's kind of bigger and I'd kind of like to take it with, but I'm not sure if I can. The problem with this bag is that I just stuck all my pens in it to not have to deal with anything, but these are all my sticker books, my hot glue gun, my slicer, and a bunch of other stuff, and maybe I am taking too many pen bags, but these are my favorite. And then here's all my TPS stuff, so we're like nowhere near close to leaving, by the way, but I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with all my planners, and then I've got some loose stuff here, and obviously the washi problem, but the table is gone, at least on my side. Actually, on my husband's side too. So he still has a fair amount to do, like from this perspective. And he's still in the process of going through all this stuff, but it's a hell of a lot emptier than what it was when we started out the day. So empty storage bins here. This is my soap making like supplies, and I'm not sure what to do with that stuff. This is all empty And then these are like photos and keepsakes. I'm waiting in the Starbucks line, so I thought I would tell you guys that the hardest thing about doing all of the going through of things yesterday was I felt like I had to touch every single thing that was in the pile. And I'll explain why. Everybody makes stuff in this community. So a lot of the stuff that I have, I've either picked for a project, I plan on using it, or it's treasured, or I'd like to use it for a project somewhere. And then there's a bunch of other stuff that I have that people have given to me. So like I'm picking things up and like feeling that I know who gave this to me and they picked this out for me, or they made this, like people that have made things and given it to me. And I felt really guilty around setting those things aside or saying I'm not going to bring this. And it was really made it a hard day. My body is exhausted today from doing this. Hold on, I have to move up or someone's going to honk at me. Anyway, I still have a lot of stuff to get through because I have an emotional attachment to things, like in my crafting stuff, and I have a ton of stuff that I've kept for a long time just for keepsakes that I've never put into a traveler's notebook. I've just like set it aside, like key cards or tickets, pictures and things like that. So I'm gonna have to take the time to actually go through those things and put them in with my like storage of things that I care about and things that I know I'm going to keep that are gonna kind of sit on a shelf and not come with me. So that's a whole nother project.
Okay, so this thing happened. Kelsey brought something home. Boom! This is our new house, guys. It's like in our front driveway. Yeah, this is our trailer. It's obnoxiously in front of our house while we're working on some things for it, and we're super excited. So this is where we're gonna live. Yeah, because like, if you didn't know, we're 12 weeks out. 12 weeks out.
I don't think this is gonna work. There's a bug. Oh my gosh, so much goodness stuff. I like see people asking for this stuff all the time and I'm like, nope, not churning. Nope, you can't have it. Like, who remembers? Oh yeah, this is like the freaking vault here, guys. Look. Oh my god. Some of it is like so much. Now, I still have to go through this, and I'm going to have to go through this. This is all tabs. I'm never going to use this many tabs. This is all journaling cards, ephemera, the newer tabs that we've been doing, and... Okay, so all four of the binders are now just in this one for paper. This is all my TPS paper that I'm going to keep. And I know it seems like a lot, but it's not, because look at the pile I'm getting rid of. This is all Post-it notes, and then these are clips. So the challenge that I have now, and this is like miscellaneous fun stuff that I think I can condense down into smaller containers. So the hard choices that I have to make now consist of getting everything narrowed down so it fits in this one bin that is just like what I'm putting my stickers in, and that's all that I'm bringing from all the accessories. So the binder paper, all the accessories in that one bin. So I'm probably gonna do like some mystery boxes or something and just put together some kits and sell them, send them out to people that want to buy them, because there's a lot to go through, and I knew this was going to be the time consuming part of this, was getting it all condensed down into all the items that I love. So this is I haven't gotten very far in my sticker storage, but I have separated out all of the paper that I'm going to use to make the sticker storage happen. So that's good. It's a good thing. It is a lot of stuff, and I can't imagine trying to break this up and toss in a buy-sell trade group because there's just so much of it. Over the years, I've collected duplicates of things. that I really liked, that now I'm kind of like, I'm never going to use 4 pieces of the exact same paper, especially when I've already done like a set of dashboards in it and a pocket notebook at some point. So it's okay, this is what we've been doing all day, going through all of this and all of this and trying to get it sorted into a few categories so that I can put it up for sale. And okay, in this box is bundled up a bunch of Planner Society things, and I'm going to post them up for sale right now. Okay, this is the last of my planner hoard here. This is a box of stuff that I've mostly gone through, but I have to finish organizing. One more box, and this is it. It's very strange. So I've sold off a significant amount of my field notes. I've sold off a good amount of my Planner Society. I've still got a good amount left to sell, though. I'm probably about halfway through. But my whole house is just looking emptier and emptier as I go on. Okay, so we're officially 10 days out. I meant to do this yesterday. We're officially 10 days out, and this is kind of where we stand. My planner stuff is packed up and ready, which is a huge priority for me. My husband's Warhammer stuff he hasn't even begun to, he hasn't even begun. I can't. But basically everything else is ready. Like, I'm packing up keepsakes, I'm scanning in photos, scanning in my personal items, so I am in great shape. My husband, on the other hand, has reached a point that he thinks that we have too much stuff, and I had to name off all the places we haven't even filled in the RV. So the thing that is overwhelming is there is a lot of stuff that I still have to sell, like planner stuff. I may end up bringing some of that so that I can sell it, because my daughter said she's unwilling to package everything up and ship it once it sells. What is that? Anyway, she doesn't like going to the post office, apparently. So I'm trying to think, we have been covering a lot of ground. Okay, this is the room that used to be my craft space, okay? All of this half, so I would say it's fair to say all of these squares here is where my craft space used to be. I had it full. My husband had this half of the craft space for his Warhammer stuff, and this is the space that I spent the bulk of my time. We had a little TV over, to the left-hand side, and this is where we crafted on the weekends. This is the last of the things that we have at this point in time. So anything that's not in the trailer is up in this corner here. It's pretty overwhelming. I guess I have a few things in a closet as well, but these bins right here represent the last of what I have. And it's pretty bananas when you see it to think, gosh, 5 years of crafting reduced down to this, but I'm pretty happy with it. This is not just crafting, this is my life. So these 2 bins down here are what's left. I can see my planners in there, and it's pretty bananas to think that this is the last of what I've got. I still have some washi, so I was a big time Planner Society person. You know this if you've listened to the podcast, but this is the last of my washi, and this is a box of D-Stash here. I'm kind of going through things right now because they're having a D-Stash meetup in February here in Arizona, and I'm going to take a bunch of my stuff there. But this is one of the things that I wanted to show you. So this is a stack of planners, and this is the last 4 planners that I had. The last of what they are, the pieces of them that I didn't use. And what is so shocking to me is that I can't believe that I have 4 planners that I never used. I just literally never got to them. I'm probably going to throw these away. And it kind of blows my mind that I had this. And I can tell you that before I got started de-stashing my house and going through everything, I had Probably, I think I had 7 or 8 more of these. So this is the last of what I've got. So I'm sure you're thinking, like, why is this important? Why is this relevant now at this stage in the game? So, I've been a planner for 5 years. I've gone to a good chunk of the events that have happened across the US in the past 5 years. I've tried them all out. Not all of them, but a good chunk of them. I've gotten swag, I've gotten goodies. I've also been a big purchaser. So I bought a lot of stuff, have a lot of stuff. And the biggest challenge when I was in the process of destashing the house was trying to figure out what was actually needed and what was not needed. And so I had a lot of unused planners. I would buy planners to have pieces because I like to cover, or I like a dashboard inside of a happy planner. I would buy planners to try out new things. We had a planner library even that I had contributed some of our planners to, just so people could flip through planners and try them out and see them in the local community. So the thing that is wild is after going through that process of going through the craft room and figuring out what to keep and what to let go, the thing that I realized is that I personally had a big emotional attachment to a lot of things that were in my craft room. There were things that people had made for me. There were things that had a sentimental value because of the events that I had gotten them at. And so they held a lot of memories. And so they were really hard to get past. I mean, I wanted to keep everything, but there's a point where you have to say, like, I just have to let some of this stuff go. So the hard thing in doing that was I didn't know how to honor the memory while also letting it go. But then I realized a lot of that stuff was associated with things that I had already done in my planner. And as I started to flip through my memory keeping planner and even my planner itself, I realized that a lot of those same people that had given me things had signed my planner or had left awesome comments on the internet. And it became a lot less important to me to hold on to everything than it did to try to keep all of the physical stuff for the sake of saving and capturing the memory. The other thing that was challenging was there was stuff that I had intention to use. And so my mother-in-law struggles with things. She would call herself a hoarder, and my husband would agree. But she has always told me that one of the challenges that she had with getting rid of stuff was that when you get rid of stuff, you're getting rid of the idea. So you're letting go of the thing that you intended to do with those items. And I think over the years, I attached some sentimentality to the things that I had intended to do, projects that I had hoped to complete, or beautiful things that I had hoped a project would come together around. So letting go of a lot of those things meant that I wasn't going to be able to create with those objects. The thing that I've come to understand, though, is that that is so fleeting. Over the years, there were so many things that my style changed, it got refined, things just went differently. And so I was likely never going to use a lot of those items, either because I had too many things or because I would go out and buy new things associated with them. So I don't think of myself as a minimalist, but a lot of my friends would call me a minimalist compared to the way that they keep their craft rooms and the amount of stuff that they keep. And so it's interesting and challenging as you go through all of this to decide what is actually relevant to keep and what should go. Anyway, I'm still in the process of doing it. And so I was talking to a few friends today at an online meetup, and they were asking me how it is that I'm managing in whether I'm going through my stuff again. And the fact of the matter is that after 5 months of not being here in Arizona, I am going through all my stuff again. And inside of going through all of these things, I've come to realize that there's a lot of stuff that I just am never going to use again. And there was stuff that I kept with the intention that I don't even remember what it's for anymore. And so I am in the process of purging through things and getting rid of things. Some of them will be sold. I like the app Mercari. Some of them will be kept. But after spending a year of I've spent 2 years focused on using my stash, and I've spent 1 year focused on just getting rid of things. And I'm trying to get everything into one bag that I can put away when I'm not using it and not have it be tied up and everything. And right now, I'm down to the 2 bins in the garage that I showed you. I've got 2 more bins back at the trailer, and then I've got an under area that I've got filled up with stuff too that I'm in the process of going through. So as I spend some time the month of January further paring down my stash, I guess, I will walk you through it. So today is January 5th, and I'm going to kind of keep this video up
and record it as I go through so I can show you guys what the month of additional destash looks like for me. So we'll see how it goes, right?